So welcome to Openstack Tokyo. My name is Alan Clark. I'm actually the chairman of the board for the Openstack Foundation, and I'm also an employee from CTC, so I wear many hats. But mostly I just enjoy being part of the community as a community member. There's a lot of things I'm excited about, right? A lot of the announcements that are happening today are things that the board kicked off as initiatives a long time ago. And it's exciting to see them coming to fruition. So things such as Jonathan talked about, our interest in the diversity of the community. So that's getting kicked off. Some of the highlights for Liberty, the interoperability discussions around DEFCOR and so forth. Seeing that come to fruition, seeing that we've got members whose products are now signed up for that. That's very exciting to see. So we're seeing the fruits from labors that have started a long time ago. All right, so let's talk a little bit about DEFCOR and what DEFCOR is. DEFCOR started a long time ago. We recognized that the strength of Openstack is the power of all the members together, right? If we all try to attack the market individually, that's not as effective as if we can combine together. So yes, we compete, but at the same time, we recognize that the power is interoperability between all the vendors. And so we recognize this not just as vendors, but as projects within Openstack. So early on, we realized there's going to be a huge number of projects, and we're seeing that today, right? So when we started thinking about this, there was 7 or 8 projects, and now we're up over 20, almost hitting 30, depending on how you count them. And there'll be even more. And we want to make sure that we have that compatibility and interoperability. And that turned in, after several iterations, it turned into what we now call DEFCOR, or defining what's core to OpenStack. And so we've defined that, and it continues to grow. We purposely started small, but it continues to grow. And we've made that definition. We've applied testing procedures to it so the vendors can take their product, run those tests, and say, yeah, we comply to those definitions, and we have those capabilities. And as Jonathan demonstrated this morning in the keynote, we actually can put the list of vendors up there that are certified, and have a whole bunch that have done that. So that's exciting. So we're building that compatibility and interoperability amongst the members of OpenStack. So here at the OpenStack Summit, Jonathan and Bryce, who is the executive director of OpenStack, opened up the session and opened up the summit and announced a couple things. One, he announced the certification program. He expounded upon the interoperability features and expectations for the Liberty release. He talked about defining core, which we call DEFCOR. And then highlighted a bunch of users, particularly out of the Asia area, that are using OpenStack. All of those things combined together, I think, brought a lot of momentum and excitement to the summit. So another thing that Jonathan announced today was a program to certify administrators for OpenStack. A lot of companies and vendors involved in OpenStack have been providing training and certification at their own level. But again, it's one of those things that it brings power by combining the community together. So we're announcing the launch of this program, and the availability of the certification will come in 2016. Something we're very excited about. So it's going to propel the industry forward, helping to train and show the ecosystem that we have the talents to deploy and maintain OpenStack. So the latest release of OpenStack is Liberty, and as was mentioned this morning's keynote, there's a lot of new features. As with every release, there's a lot of new features in Liberty. I think for me, one of the highlights is the work that's gone around federation. And again, this goes back to that notion of interoperability. And secondly, it goes to the notion that we're recognizing that there's going to be more than just a single cloud in this world. We're going to have many clouds and many different types of cloud, public, private, hosted, whatever. And those clouds are going to serve customers and their specific needs and specialized needs in those clouds, but yet they're going to need those clouds to work together. And so we're going to have what's called a multi-cloud environment. And Federation plays a key role in that. And so for me, that's one of the biggest and best features that's come out of this most recent release of Openstack. One of the key takeaways from this event was the size. It's a huge event. And what I found very interesting this morning is in the morning keynote, again, Jonathan Bryce asked the audience to poll the audience a little bit about the attendees to see who was here for the first time, and so forth. A lot of excitement, a lot of new attendees from Asia, a lot of growth from around the world. And I think that's just a testament to how much this project is growing, how much the participation is becoming global, and how much interest there is in OpenStack around the world. And I think that not only says a lot about the community, but also about the types of use and the different products that are being produced from OpenStack.